There may be times that you have someone in your life who is very, very dear to you. Could be a child, an adult child, family member of some sort, or a really close friend that makes the decision that they don't want you to be a part of their lives. This can hit hard. It can leave you breathless and on your knees and bewildered, especially if it is somebody who is very, very close to you, like that adult child. This can take years to sort itself out. And what I have come to realize is that some things you will never know. Some answers will never come. In your mind, you may turn over every stone, wondering if there's another stone to turn over, feeling grief and angst and hurt, on your knees, pleading, please let the answers come. Please let the resolutions come. And then one day it dawns on you that this isn't about you, that this is about them. We all can make mistakes, but when there is such a magnitude, such a reaction that somebody cuts you out of their life, and you cannot weave together a reason, and you're racking your brain, trying to find a way through, feeling like you weren't invited to take part in a discussion about it so that you could make resolution, so that you could make repairs, so that you could find a way to atone for anything that perhaps they feel hurt or upset by. But here's the thing. At some point you realize, like it or not, this is about their character. Because if people have a strong, true character, they will try to meet you halfway. They will try to make amends if you want to make amends. People who hold grudges and pull themselves back completely, unless there is a horrific reason, and there are cases where that happens, but not in most. Parental and adult-child estrangement is becoming more and more the norm as we get adult generations, young adult generations who are used to throwing things away rather than working on them. This is not just a sense of entitlement. It's a sense of cutting bait, letting go and moving away of their quote-unquote family culture. I find that there is a point where we must accept that is where they are, that is their character. Like it or not, these are decisions that our adult kids can make, and it is up to us to process that grief as long as it takes us, and to gradually and finally, maybe not so gradually, but there will be a day that suddenly you wake up and you look at this askance and you see that this is not loving, compassionate relations that you are chasing. What this is that you are begging for what doesn't exist. Remember, even our adult children are people. We can raise them a certain way, but they are going to have their own directions. They are going to have their harsh judgments, their own realities. And sometimes we may not fit into that. Sometimes we have to step back, take an inventory, and say, okay, I will never understand this, or at least it doesn't feel like I will. But for today, I have done what I can do. And I'm not going to beg anymore. I'm done crying. I'm done with awaking in the night and feeling these waves of anxiety and angst. If only I would have. If only I could have. If only you would. If you would just answer my letters. If you would just unblock my phone. If you would just respond to me, we could sort this out. Because we used to be so close. Well, you know what? If you have made that many attempts and you have put that on the table and years have gone by, you have an obligation to live your own life now and to release that person, release them. Because somewhere in this, they are not good for you either now. This has become a toxic, I hate using that term because it's used way too often, but when you are consumed with grief and guilt and confusion, I don't care if it is your adult kid, that is wrong. It is time to step back, let go, put them in God's hands again and again, but you will reach a point where you go, no more, no more. I'm done.